All right,
Says
recording.
recording.
All right, guys. So now that we're back, we could figure out what that download's going to happen with later. Might be able to upload a couple videos or whatever that is.
I'll let you know if it shows up on my desktop, but it doesn't look like it's going to.
Okay, so let's just start. We got all the small talk out of the way. So we came up with what made you get into the restaurant industry, and now we're kind of working our way into icebreakers. So people are adding some good ones. Introvert or extrovert. I'm gonna look back at Chanley's meeting because I feel like hers was like a pretty good guide.
Yeah, I had a couple of good notes from what she asked.
Maybe it would be good to either just speak those out loud quickly or enter those.
Yeah.
I have 6 points listed under her discussion, so it might be easier to just talk them out real quick.
So I did them in order. I've got like 20.
Oh, geez.
What does leadership mean to you and your team? So you could ask them maybe about leadership. And maybe like biggest challenge as a leader. Biggest challenge as a leader. We can rephrase these. I don't want to copy hers verbatim. But what is your biggest strength as a team member? That's interesting. So you kind of get them thinking about leadership, and then also open it up to them as a team member. Let's see. Do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert? Change yourself as a leader or team member. I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm going to just read them all.
Yeah, I think that's easier so that we all get them out there.
All right. What's your biggest strength as a team member? What are your biggest weaknesses as a team member? Do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert? We've got that one. Which is more important to?
Do you want to copy these into the doc and then we can kind of edit them? That way Haven doesn't have to write all of this.
Yep.
Haven should type faster.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's now finished. So
All right, we can go, guys.
Good meeting.
These are all the questions that Chanley asked Chanley.
V. Chanley. Chanley asked V. Chanley.
Yep, these are the Chanleys.
I mean, because I did the same thing. I kind of wrote down the questions that she asked, but I just kind of picked a handful of ones that I thought were good. I don't know if we need to ask all of these.
No. So we can get rid of some of the ones that we've already looked at here. What does leadership mean to you? Get rid of this. Biggest challenge as a leader. Already done that one. Biggest strength as a team member. We kind of have that one there. Biggest weaknesses as a team member.
I have that one there too.
Want to add that to our, and let's see. Extrovert, introvert. How do you build trust? That's a good one. All right. Encourage creativity. I think these are all great, and I don't want to copy them, but they're all good.
No, she gave it to us for a reason, right?
Yeah. But if we copy it word by word, then she'll be like, maybe we can just point these towards him.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk to him and make conversations.
I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the thing that we're missing, not necessarily missing, is we learned this last class that the more we kind of generalize things, the easier it will be to converse. And I think our last meeting was a lot more successful because we didn't follow a strict guideline of questions. Obviously, there were a guideline of questions, but we didn't read them verbatim per se.
So, how do we want to handle asking these questions? Do we want to do like a round robin? Do you want to take like 2 or 3 each?
I think Red Robin would be good with an already determined order, just so we're not like waiting on someone to call on us or forgetting to call on someone.
Okay.
Break it down into subjects, and then each one of us can like tackle a subject.
Were you upset with your hair?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. He's doing his teeth again. So I guess my concern would be, how do I approach this, being that it's someone that I know or someone that Chanley versus Chanley was a different scenario because they're in different states. This person I live with, and I can either answer or guide the answers to his questions. So I want to be careful that I can approach it from an unbiased position. What questions do you think we should add from my perspective?
I think you might benefit to get an intro from you.
Okay.
And then kind of ask him to say if he knows anything.
Okay. I think we would struggle with this with anyone, that it would be someone that
Right. I mean, somebody's going to
directly. Obviously, one of us would know the person better than anyone else, but this is someone that I live with. So I just wanted to make sure that we were clear.
I'm sure, you can also, as we're talking, come up with follow-up questions.
Yeah. I love to ask questions. So he'll probably be mad after. So.
You guys want to like just make your own questions and kind of like grab a few of Chanley's and like build off of them, maybe. Like I'll take like this little group, or we can kind of trade and we can all.
You want to just do like 3 questions each? Is that enough? Do we have enough questions for that?
I think 2 to 3 is sufficient per person.
At least to start, and then after everybody goes, maybe we'll, just kind of play it by ear.
So are we not too worried about like transitions? Like what if I ask a question and in order to react to the answer, I want to ask another question? Like, are we okay to do that?
Of course. I think that should be, you've got these 2 questions, and then each person has 2 questions, and then they can ask follow-up questions within that. And then maybe we'll say like, all right, let's hand it over to James now, So, but we shouldn't prohibit people from asking questions within your questions either, But at least let's have a baseline for, we're under Daniela right now. She's asking these questions. If anybody has follow-ups, and then we could say, all right, well, let's get back to Daniela's question. I mean, like, let's just kind of communicate, but at least we have a structure where if we're done with a question and we're done with a topic, we know who's next.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, I like that.
So you want to go 2 each?
I think we should go 2 each.
2 of the most important ones, huh?
I mean, we can also, even if we just do like, just going to do some editing here. Right?
Yeah, and then you can, whatever they are, you can just kind of build off of them.
Right.
let me look at some of this other stuff because there was an important section on like the conclusion, kind of how you want to. Well, first you want to like keep everything kind of pointed so we don't veer off too far, in a nice way. And also, once we get closer to the end, we want to have like kind of a little summarization to clarify and recap kind of everything we went over. And then get their thoughts. I feel like the reading was like assuming that the interviewee would be super sensitive and like in front of 1,000 people or something. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I didn't feel like it would be super intimate, which I feel like this setting provides an intimate setting.
Do this. We actually, we have more questions on the top before we started here.
So if this is going to be an hour long, you probably need like 3 or 4 at least.
I think 2 to 3 is safe.
I think he'll be a
He's long-winded.
okay.
So we each have 2 sets of 2 questions. Does that make sense? Does everybody see that what I did here?
Yep.
Let's see. Are we leaving out any important ones like trust building? Let's see. Oh, Danielle has that one. Let's do like a interesting one where he can give a story maybe of like a conflict. Oh yeah, here's one. How do you resolve conflicts? Okay. That's cool. Got a couple of Jameses in there.
Yeah, each of us does it twice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Okay. And again, I mean, we can go off of these.
So,
but I think
Joe,
that's
do
good.
you want to come back to at the end and do like a summarization kind of for him?
Yeah, definitely.
Or is there anything else that he wants to? Is there anything else he wants to say that we missed?
Yeah, just kind of
I feel like it kind of like I don't remember what it was, but the top 10 piece, it's important to kind of circle back and kind of let them speak freely because they might comment on things that we don't necessarily ask or have an opinion of or think is important or relevant. So to kind of open it up with an open-ended question or just general commentary is beneficial because he or she, the interviewee, might think of things that we might not think of.
Okay.
Do we want to put in any fun ones in there? Like, what's the grossest thing somebody's done in a restaurant?
Well, he works in a he worked in a gay bar, so you might not want to ask that question.
For the class.
Wait, you live in San Francisco, so you might.
Yeah, I'm used to it here.
Yeah.
I grew up in Portland too, so.
Yeah, you don't have much. Yeah, there's no bandwidth.
I've gotten free drinks in a few of those bars before.
Okay. Are we good?
And this interview is, so like first we're going to have our content meeting on Monday or whenever, and then we'll have our interview on like Thursday.
That's what I've gathered. So, which would provide us with an opportunity to update or alter those questions if we'd like,
Okay.
unless I misinterpreted.
Content discussion is agenda for the content discussion. Let's see.
Oh yeah, like a plan. Give them.
But we have to read for our Monday meeting. We have to read we have to read chapter 5 and 6. We have to read 2 articles, a website, and watch a video. So there's a lot.
Okay. And at that meeting, I guess we could kind of like run through the interview.
Yeah, I think we could do it. Well, even a mock interview.
Yeah.
If there's anything else we want to cover. And then the team interview is 5.2. And then there's a notes assignment for 5.3. Let's see what that is.
We're almost done.
Yeah. What have you learned about team leadership you might be helping you? Is the notes assignment 5.3 for the content meeting?
Mm.
See what I'm looking at?
Yes, because that's the agenda that's provided.
Weird. So that's after the team interview, but we're going to do that before for the content discussion.
Mm.
Why is that?
Where did you see that?
On the modules in Canvas, under module 5.
Oh, like the assignment number?
Yeah, it's assignment 5.3, but we're submitting before we do the content discussion, which is 5.1.
Yeah, and under 5.3, it gives us the agenda for 5.1. So.
Okay. All right. So, are we doing this Monday? We're gonna stick into try and do Monday?
Thursday? Yeah.
I'm good.
Let's just double check my calendar now that I know.
I'm good. No time to do anything besides schoolwork and work.
Same.
Can't do Tuesday. That's my only day.
Okay. So we're gonna do the 23rd and the 26th.
Yeah.
Does anybody have that doc open?
No.
Where did it go?
Her doc, right?
So for this Google Doc, do I just download it as a Microsoft Word document and then upload it? Or what's the safest way?
That works.
That's
Okay.
what I've done, or that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Download as Word doc.
Wait, updating her calendar that she sent us.
Looking for it.
It's in the 50s.
I got it. Okay, so we are team 4. Oh, you got it in there. Somebody beat me. Cool.
Should we mess with our doc anymore, or are we good?
I'm good with it.
Okay.
It's 10:40, so let's wrap it up.
Do you guys want to add anything from the text? I felt like she didn't even ask us to discuss the text, but kind of brought up. Maybe she's going to ask us if we decided on, because it looks like we just copied and pasted all of our questions and didn't talk about them.
Well, she also said, I mean, when she signed off, that we can take some time to. I think we should submit this, but also let's take the next couple days if we have anything else we want to add. I think she gave us some leverage to do that.
Think we'll get a good grade on this meeting?
I'm going to tell her that I was recording and then it crashed, so hopefully that's not a problem. But also,
she's here, so she knows we met early on.
She's here for the first 57 minutes.
He loves us.
I mean,
We're her favorite.
all right, but I
Well,
don't think
she doesn't like socialists. Wait, she is a socialist. She doesn't like conservatives.
I'm only partially conservative.
all the
You're
good
a
parts.
liberal conservative. That's what we'll go.
All right, it's 10:40 in the East Coast, guys. There's
Yes.
no way we're using our brains in a good capacity right now.
All right, guys.
James, so you're going to upload this video?
Sure. Let me see if there's anything else I missed off the facilitation questions. If I forget anything. Final words, agenda. Let's see. Review instruction for next meeting. We're going to keep our roles, right?
Well, no, it's new week.
New week, new roles.
New week, new roles. What do you guys want to do next week?
I haven't been the submitter, so I can do that.
Okay. I haven't been the challenger. I can do that. Ari, do you want to put that in that doc that she has?
Is that in hers or in ours?
Oh yeah, that's why we need ours on.
I think the details are ours. The time is all she cares about.
Right. Hold on, let me pull that back up.
I've not hosted or submitted, so I can do either. But
Danielle's going to submit, so you can host.
that's fine.
Hold on. Let me just pull this up so I can write it down.
All right, so
Is it a doc? No, it's a sheet, right?
challenger, James. I'll put this in our doc right now. But what's the assignment name again? It's 5.1.
5 point something. 5.1.
5.1.
5.1 or 5.3 is due
Oh yeah.
before 5.1.
5.3 is due on what date is that?
We're going to it's due on Monday.
9-.
20.
But we're doing the interview on Thursday.
Thursday the 26th. That's 5.2.
All right.
Wait, you said the 26th?
The 26th is 5.2, yeah.
5.2. All right. 5.2. Assignment meeting or a discussion, right? 5.2 assignment. Okay. What else are we missing here?
The roles.
What about you guys? What are you gonna do? So far, Danielle's a submitter. I'm the challenger.
Joey is the host. I think Haven should be the jokester because she's hilarious.
Have you done a joke yet, Haven?
No.
All right, so I'll be the facilitator.
And you can facilitate, Ari. I think you've done it, but we're at that point where it's kind of overlap.
Let's see. What are you, Ari?
The facilitator.
All right. What other assignments do we have? So the 5.2 assignment, and then what's the actual interview? That's 5.3.
But first is 5.1, which is just submitting the content discussion.
5.1 is the content discussion.
Yeah, who's submitting? Daniela.
5.1. 5.1 is a contest discussion. Wouldn't that be our roles for that? Would be the assignments 5.2, the content discussions 5.1.
Yeah, same roles, right?
Okay. And then the interview, same roles for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Kat. Let's see.
Joey, when are you getting married?
December 2nd.
Very nice.
Did you expect a quick response like that?
Which is
Are you excited?
We actually talked about this tonight while I was cooking dinner. It's kind of in that phase where it's like, is this really what I want to do with my life?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with my partner. It's everything to do with,
The wedding.
well, everything that I question about my existence. Like, do I want to be stuck in this mundane life for the rest of my life? Which has nothing to do with the person that I'm with. It has everything to do with, I think Ari could speak to this, everything that you have to do with the person that you're, just in general. It has nothing to do with that specific person. It just has everything to do with life moving forward. Okay, so do I want to commit to blah, blah, blah? And it doesn't matter what that means or what you define that blah, blah, blah as. It's, I don't know. And I'm not questioning it. It's just we're getting to those final details, so those questions come about. And I think it's a natural reaction. So,
happiness or money?
money will always prevail.
Well, none of you have kids yet, so it's,
Well, we've discussed children too, so
then there's no money.
it would be buying children from Asia or Africa. So buying is an awful term, but when it comes down to things, that's what you're doing.
I still pay for my kids every day, so
Yeah.
one way or another, you're buying something.
Yes. That topic is still up for debate. But we're looking forward to it, so we'll see.
You should do it. It's awesome. Kids are fucking cool.
I want one. I've already named him and have a full life planned for him, so we'll see. His name will be Daniela. Just
So random.
so random, right?
These are my kids.
Our sweetest kid.
Are they ginger?
No, it's
No,
just
they're Jewish. They can't be ginger.
Jewish.
Aww.
That's Milo, and that's Elliot.
Oh.
Better be voting for Trump.
We're not
They're
gonna get
Russian. They're not going to vote for Trump.
I think that's a
Oh
good
my
place to stop there.
Let's stop recording now.
Good meeting, guys. We'll change the document if need be. And yeah.
All right. See you guys Monday.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.